Dudes, Big Sheeps here, bringing you another episode of Wax Worship Wednesday. I also want to apologize that I have not brought you guys an episode in the last couple weeks. Shit has been a little bit hectic for me over here lately, and we're getting back on track now. So if you guys aren't familiar, what I'm going to do is I'm going to review an album, which I'm sure you guys already know the title of because it's in the title of the video, and then jump into a little bit of podcast news. Should only take about like 10-15 minutes, so if you got the time, stick around. If you don't, hop around, find what you want and move on. So we do appreciate if you like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. I don't really push it often, but you know, it always helps. We are doing a lot of giveaways right now. We have a raffle on our Facebook going, and we will have a full-fledged giveaway coming here shortly for our 1-year anniversary. Sorry guys, I'm a little rusty. I haven't done this in a couple weeks. So yeah, let's move on to our main event here, and today we're going to be reviewing Loma Prieta's Dark Mountain. Got some beautiful mountain landscape artwork there. On the back, your track listings in very, very faint text. I always really like the album artwork that they put out. It kind of goes good with their genre. On the inside, it comes with a sleeve that has the lyrics printed on it on one side, and then kind of like a speckly gray, whitish, you know, just a regular sleeve. Nothing too crazy, very simplistic. I like the minimalist album artwork. I think it just goes good with, like I said, with this genre. It's like not cluttered. It's not like a bunch of gore on it or anything crazy. It's just like, oh, it's nice to look at, and it kind of reminds me of the music, because as like this genre of music, it is like kind of harsh and loud and fast, but yet it's still pretty and kind of delicate, which is, you know, it's kind of a weird mixture to have in a genre of music, but that's always what's kind of led me to this like screamy, hardcore screamo-ish style. Anyway, on the inside there is this frosty white vinyl, which looks absolutely amazing. This is one of my favorite styles of colored vinyl that they do now. I love the frost more than I like just pure transparent. It just says the band name, album name on one side, and then the other side is blank, which I like it because it's like, it subtly, you know, hints at this is side A, this is side B, which everybody knows I'm a fan of when that's labeled and you don't have to listen to figure out which one it is. You know, it's just easier, all around easier. This album was sent to me by Connie from See You Space Cowboy. I purchased it from her, and I am absolutely. This is one of my favorite Loma records. Like I like all of them, but it's just something about the way that this one kind of gradually builds, and it just works for me. I really like it. Now I have to say, like, the first time I listened to it, I just was kind of like, oh yeah, it's just Loma. That's what I expect from them, and that's what I got. I wasn't disappointed. I wasn't thrilled. I listened to this a few times through on YouTube and Spotify and stuff. I've listened to it since it came out, but it's not an album that you automatically just like, I'm in love with this album. It's amazing. It grows on you, and it's something that just kind of becomes better with the time you spend with it, in my opinion. I will say that, it has all the characteristics that you come to expect from any Loma album. And everything they put out is, in my opinion, pretty much gold. Like, it's right on note with, the stuff that I feel they're trying to put out. Like, it's definitely, it sticks to their genre, and yet it still has, like, slow, melodic intros and whatnot, and it has the pretty sound to it, but then it picks up steam, and it just keeps building and building and building and building throughout the entire album. I feel like they don't really lose any steam in this album. It just kind of builds and crescendos, if you will, into what you gather from the entire album. I would suggest highly that, don't just listen to this one time and put it down. This is something that you need to keep on your turntable for like a week, a month. Just listen to it over and over and over and over, and eventually you'll grow to greatly appreciate it once you've spent time with it. Now, I guess if you want to do 1 out of 10, I would give this album, I'd say a sturdy 8. I am a pretty big fan of, everything that they do, but it's not like my favorite band, so that's why they're going to stick with an 8. The album artwork is a solid, 8 to 9 in my opinion. Like I said, I really like the minimalist, simplistic style that they have, and it all works together very well, and it kind of paints a picture of who this band is, and what you can take from it. So if I was going to say, if my house burnt down and all my records were destroyed, would I pick this up again? If I came across it, 100% yes, I would. That's why it's in my collection. Anything that I have in my collection usually is going to get that answer. There are a few that, I could do without, like just flea market stuff and, just silly bargain bin shit that I have, which I'm trying to cut down on. I don't really like having any of that in my collection. But yeah, so if you get a chance, go pick it up. It's definitely worth it in my opinion. Just honestly, like the clear frosty vinyl is, it's solid, it looks good, everything is neatly packaged and awesome. It feels like, to the touch, it's got that like cardboardy feel to it. It's not, just glossed over, and you can tell it's just been like super mass produced. This kind of has like a little, it has like a little DIY touch to it. It's just something that's nice to look at, and it's nice to listen to as well. So if there's anything that I didn't cover in my review, I know they're pretty vague, and I know that I just kind of crank them out, but if there's anything that you'd like answered, please leave it in the comments, and I'll try to do my best to answer it and make sure that everybody gets what they expected from this video. And go ahead and check out some of our other vinyl reviews if that's something you're into, or if you want to send me some of your records to get reviewed, feel free to contact me, and I will do that as well. And if I like it, it'll end up in my collection. If I don't like it, it'll get sent out with a giveaway. So, no harm, no foul on that. Podcast news. So, this last month in podcasting, we've kind of dabbled in smaller, newer bands. And by doing that, we kind of take a risk in the sense that we're not going to get as many viewers as we usually do. And that does end up hurting us when it comes to, well, we don't make any money off monetization yet, but we do want to start running ads in our podcast. So, that hurts us when we go to show our, the ad plan to someone and they're like, oh, well, I can see, you only had 1,000 views on this video last week and yada, 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 instead of 5,000, 6,000 views. And that's a risk that we're willing to take at this point and in the future, for that matter, just because it's important to us to cover the bands that we genuinely like and want to stand behind. So I don't feel that it's an issue. Everybody may not agree with me, and some people, I only want to watch when you have a band like Norma Jean on, or some big band. And I can understand where you're coming from when it comes to like a entertainment point of view. Totally get you, totally understand. You kind of only want to see bands that you're interested in and that you've heard of. But if you take the chance to listen to these bands, the bands that we're putting out hold a candle to, the real deal. And that's why they're on the podcast. They're on the podcast as kind of like a seal of approval. It's like, yes, this band, in my opinion, is just as good as Tower of Rome and Great Redneck Hope and other bands that we've interviewed, and we feel and stand behind their music to the point where we think that they're going to do something with it and it's going to go somewhere. And even if it doesn't, hell, I want to help turn on viewers to that. So bear with us if it's not your thing, but I also urge you to check the bands out that we do put out, because it's good shit. I'm not going to put a band on here that's just horrible and fill time and space with it and waste my time and energy. And if I don't believe in it, it's not going to be on the podcast, point blank. So that brings us to the other section of that topic. Is we do have some pretty big stuff lined up. It will be coming out. I can't really talk about it yet because it's not set in stone, but stay tuned. There are some big names coming, and it's going to be awesome. So back to the giveaways I was talking about. The giveaway, I posted the raffle last night at midnight. It's not doing too hot. It seems like it kind of bums me out, because it leads me to believe that people who follow our page are just not keeping up with us, because I feel like if you see the stuff we're giving away, it's pretty amazing, and I know that I would want it. And we ask for a $2 raffle. A $2 ticket for our raffle is literally nothing. It's $2. You can't buy anything in this world for $2. And I'm giving away a piece of vinyl that's worth $150, and a t-shirt, and another piece of vinyl in this one giveaway. So it kind of bums me out to see people not participate. Plus, you don't have to give us $2 if you don't want to. We have options for people who don't have money so they can win this as well, because a lot of the time I don't have money, and I understand that. So you can share, you can tell a friend about us. It's not hard. It takes 2 seconds out of your life and you get something awesome out of it, hopefully. And if not, fuck, just support us. All I do every day is try to support other people. Help support us. Like, we're not breaking your wrist about this shit, And for the future giveaways, when we do our giveaway packages, like we do in abundance, literally all you have to do is follow us. I'm not asking you to fucking write me a paragraph of why you deserve this, send me $20, and come over and give me a back rub or some shit. It's just follow us, and you can win free shit. It's super fucking simple. Subscribe to our YouTube, like our Facebook, and that's literally all we ask of you. So do those things. If you're curious to know what is in our giveaways currently, or past interviews or past giveaways or whatever, go on our YouTube channel and scroll down. You'll see a video labeled Math Mail Monday, MMM, and it'll always say giveaway next to it, or packages received, or whoever received the package. These packages are valuable just because they've been sent from the artist themselves. A lot of these pieces of vinyl are out of their personal collection. These t-shirts are out of their personal collection. It's all stuff that they've saved for themselves and have been nice enough to give to us to give to you. So I can't stress it anymore, guys. Like, it's really simple to get a package of really awesome shit sent to your house for free. So there you have it. Podcast news other than that, if you notice, we are from Florida, and some of the more awesome bands are from overseas or in different time zones, and it makes it really difficult to always kind of try to hit our 9 p.m. mark that we do every Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that means if I want to, we've had one band from England, and it was Krupskaya, and they were on at like fucking 2:30, 3 in the morning their time. So thank you for that, guys. We're trying to work out the kinks on that, because there's a lot of bands that we really want to do, like Crowpath, and just to name one. There's like 5 that are on the back burner right now that we're trying to figure something out. So I'm thinking of maybe doing a weekly video. Not weekly, but like whenever we have somebody lined up. And I know we have like at least 4 or 5 weeks right now lined up. Maybe I'll do bi-weekly, maybe I'll do once a month. But we'll do a video in the afternoon on a weekday, so that way it's easier on them, and then we can still cover those bands, because I do not want to record it and lose the live aspect of our show, because that's the most fun thing, is that you guys get to, you know, ask your own questions and be a part of the interview, and I feel like it makes it a more pleasant experience for everyone. So with all that being said, I don't believe that I have any more news or anything else to talk about. We are working on stickers. We are trying to get shirts figured out. I myself am taking on a project with no members from Sheep's Clothing, but myself. I'm in search of artists, graphic designers, poets. You know, if you're in a band, any type of media that you put out. I'm putting together a little zine, and I'm thinking maybe doing bi-monthly or, you know, seasonal or something, and putting together a zine that I can also throw into these giveaways, and people can order for next to nothing, like shipping plus $2 or something, just to cover my cost basically. And you know, those, I don't know, we haven't set deadlines or anything for artwork yet. I'll keep everybody updated on when I feel like I have enough people to send in submissions and stuff. So I guess keep your eye out for that as well. Always make sure to check our Facebook page, because we do random ass giveaways and random ass shit, surveys, blah blah. I may just be like, hey, I feel like giving away a shirt today, so I'll post about it, and then first person to guess the answer to some stupid riddle or something will win a shirt or win a record or whatever. So just trying to give back to the community, guys. Just trying to keep this alive and going, and I appreciate everyone who does help and everyone's support, and that's all I have to say to everyone. So go fuck yourself, San Diego. And I'm sorry I say that every week too. I feel like people in San Diego are probably pretty nice, but anyway, see you next time.